Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-each draw against St Mirren in the Premiership today. It's kind of insulting to actually have to do podcasts now, because Barry Ferguson at the end of the Bilbao game said it's all about the last 5 games, play for pride and get the 5 wins. And today was just diabolical from every single player. There was players that normally give you a wee bit of a shift and they were making silly mistakes today. It was just a pathetic, lacklustre performance. And what I'm going to give you in this podcast is basically the same as what we've given just about every game this season, but just dire and so lacklustre from the team. We lined up Kelly, Tavernier, Proper, Suter, Enciala, Jeffrey, Raskin, Diamandi, Rice, Igman and Dessers. On the subs bench we had Butland, Cortez, Barron, Barami, Cherny, Hadji, Curtis, McCallion and Danilo. Really not a lot to talk about in the first half at all. 4th minute, it was a long ball from Enciala down the left to Dessers, who had a lovely touch and a volley, forcing a good save out the keeper. That was a good effort from Dessers there. On the 12th minute, St Mirren with a bit of pressure, moving the ball about our box. The attacker turns our defender and a lovely dinked ball towards goal, forcing Kelly into a good save. 29th minute, Kelly caught with the ball. He tried to quickly pass it out, went right to their attacker who blasts it over the bar. This is a keeper who, granted, he's been fairly decent since he's came in for Butland, but he's been given a chance. You can't be making silly mistakes like that nearly cost us there. Really, the game was a nothing game. I think St Mirren probably slightly edged it. However, we did go a goal up on the 41st minute with Dessers scoring. It was his 24th goal of the season. Proper to Rice in the St Mirren half. Rice to Dessers in the box, who controls it, turns and shoots it into the net. It was a really good move, really just simple forward passing. That's all it taken and it broke their defence. Where's that been all season? However, it only lasted a few minutes, because in the 44th minute St Mirren drew level and made it 1 each. It was a long throw in into our box. Enciala tries to clear it, but only to the St Mirren player in the box, who shoots it first time into the net. Just so poor from defence. So that's how the first half ended up. Into the second half, we did make it 2-1 fairly early on in the 52nd minute with Raskin scoring. Diamandi just inside the St Mirren half. A pass to Raskin, who had his back to goal. He turns, he drives the ball forward to the edge of the box and he shoots it into the left side of the net. Again, a really simple goal, just forward thinking play and really simple. And we've seen it throughout the season where it's been overly complicated play, especially in front of their goal, trying to look for the perfect angle. But this was just simple play for our 2 goals today. 64th minute, Suter caught in possession, ends in a big save from Kelly after the St Mirren player breaks into the box from the left side and he went 1v1 with the keeper. 69th minute, a VAR check after Enciala gave away a foul right on the edge of the box. The VAR check said it was just outside. It looked on the line to me, which to me it would have been given a penalty, but the referee never had to go to the screen, so they were pretty unanimous in that one there. 73rd minute, however, St Mirren drew level and made it 2 each. They were in the middle. They slid the ball on the deck to the left side. Tavernier once again in no man's land. A simple pass into the back of the net. There was a long VAR check for offside. They eventually gave the goal without the ref going to the screen as well. I think he had played it just in front of him, so it was fine. So the goal stood in that case and it was no offside. But once again, Tavernier can't really have any excuses, because he was caught in no man's land once again. Simple fact is, he didn't know whether to stick or twist. He didn't track his man, and that's who ended up scoring the goal. How many more times? 76th minute, Dessers off, Cherny on. 85th minute, Rice off, Barron on. 86th minute, Enciala off, Barami on. And in the 90th minute, Cherny with a shot from the left side of the box, saved by the keeper and out for the corner. So just all round a really sloppy day from the team. Obviously on the day that Celtic emphatically clinched the league up at Tannadice there. I know ultimately got nothing to play for the rest of the season now, but you're expecting the team to show something to the new owners, who are clearly waiting in the wings just to sign the paperwork. They've got to be mindful of that. They are playing for their place in their team, playing for their future with Rangers just now, and none of them today looked as if they really were that bothered. Maybe I'm being a wee bit harsh, maybe other people will see that differently, but with the performance today, with the result today, with the multiple sloppy mistakes all over the pitch, yeah, what else are you meant to think? So That lines us up to the next game. That's on the 4th of May. That's at home against Celtic. That's a midday kick-off. Dave and I did have a main podcast out just a few days ago, so we probably wouldn't have one this week. However, you can go and check out the last one there at all the usual outlets. So all that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye.